So you may have guessed by the title of this video, but I failed 2019 pretty badly. Oh, I say that, it's a tough one because I think in terms of content, I think in terms of creativity, it was probably one of my worst years ever. I just got completely burnt out by it. But in terms of personal growth and development, I think it was largely a success. So it's been quite a tough one. But I think overall, looking back at the memory of 2019, I think it will always be sort of remembered by me as not the best year in the world. So if you guys follow the channel already, and I really hope that you guys do, I don't even know if anyone's actually going to watch this video. Has everyone just kind of forgotten about me? That may be the case. I really hope it isn't. But I think I've got some sort of work to repair and some sort of bridges to build again and try and sort of get things back on track. But anyway, I digress. If you guys have been following me, you know that I haven't uploaded a video since May 2019. Almost 8 months now since I last uploaded a video. And I just want to apologise for that. But I got really burnt out creative-wise. In sort of June, July 2019, I finished my degree. For the last few years, I've been studying a music production and sound engineering degree for a lot of business aspects of it as well at Point Blank Music School. That finished in June or July. And that sort of final few month grind to try and get the last sort of stuff done, that really burnt me out. And I just needed a break completely from being creative and musical and all that stuff. And yeah, it was definitely needed. But even before that, I really struggled to sort of find direction for the channel. The channel started out doing a lot of stuff like video game covers, stuff like that, which I absolutely loved doing. I don't know why I stopped doing them. I don't know what made me stop doing them. It's sort of, this channel was built around guitar, and pretty much over the last sort of year or two, the channel pretty much, there wasn't a great deal of guitar in it. I don't really know why that ended up being the case. So I got kind of completely burnt out on it. I think we were actually releasing a single, my band Back to Square One at the time, and I think I just kind of abandoned it. I think the song came out on release day. I didn't promo it. I didn't do anything. I just kind of left it, which was obviously a really bad move on my part. But I just had no energy left to be creative. So pretty much took a break. I have not done anything musical for quite a while. I've started a master's degree in songwriting because I figured that I've got the music production degree, that I really like to sort of round out my skill set and sort of become a better songwriter. Then obviously I can put the music production into work when I'm recording the stuff, and obviously the songwriting skills into practice when we're actually writing music to record. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And over the last sort of few weeks, I've had to write some new songs for my songwriting course, which obviously was pretty understandable being the nature of the course. And it's really sort of sparked my creativity again. I think it's sort of been the hurdle that I needed to get over. I think it's sort of a thing I needed to really sort of get back into wanting to play guitar and wanting to make music, and more importantly, wanting to make content for you. And now also, I've been doing stuff over on my gaming channel. I made a gaming channel in 2018. It's doing pretty damn well, all things considered. And even that, I'm not doing what I want to do with that either. I think a lot of it, I'm just playing games because it's easy content to make. Because I'm struggling to find direction for that. I think that's a big thing. I'm struggling to find what I want to actually do on YouTube. I love the creating. I'm just not entirely sure what to do because I've got so many ideas in my head. I could create a dozen, 20, 30 different channels, all on different subjects, all different styles of content. But obviously, I'm only one man, and I don't have enough hours in the day to do half the stuff that I want to do. Never mind, I don't have half the skill that I need to pull those things off either. So it's sort of hard to figure out what exactly I want to do. But I think I really want to just go back to my roots. I really want to just make music, just make content, and just generally have a good time, and just have a good time with you, connect with you guys. Because that's pretty much what all this is about, is just making content, connecting to you guys, and obviously trying to make things better in the world through music, pretty much. So that's kind of the plan. So I think 2020, I think we're going to get back to our roots. We're going to make some music, whether it's covers, whether it's originals. We're going to do more reviews. We're just going to go all in. We're just going to just go all in and just make this thing work. That is my goal. And but yeah, I think I've had a lot of personal development. I think creative-wise, it's been a pretty lackluster year. Like I said, I pretty much abandoned this channel. My gaming channel hasn't been very creative as well. I didn't do anything in my band pretty much for ages. I think we're going to release our EP in June. I think it's still not released. You know what I mean? I needed a break from it all. But in terms of personal growth, I completed my degree. I've got a bachelor's degree in music production now, which is absolutely awesome. I'm doing a master's degree in songwriting. I got my first job since 2016. I've now got another job as well since then, which is awesome. Pretty much I started this channel, you guys may or may not know this, because I suffer from a massive severe anxiety disorder, depression, and I still do. But when I started this channel, I had a complete mental breakdown shortly beforehand, and I started YouTube to basically focus, give my mind something to focus on, so I would keep myself sane and keep myself going. And that's pretty much where they spawned from. So obviously some good came of that, because these have your up days, these have your down days, but I think my goal this year as well is to really get off my medication, because my medication, obviously, it's helped me out a lot, but all I can really describe it as is, how would I describe it? I'd describe the medication as being dead behind the eyes. Like, you're here, but you're in a constant sort of like fog in your mind, and it absolutely sucks, because pretty much every time I'm creative for you guys, I've been wanting to make this video. This video was meant to be done on January 1st. It's on January the 12th at the time of filming this, and it's still just being done now. Every bit of content I make is like, I've got to fight myself to be creative and make content for you guys. And I know that if I stop taking these, if I get off them, my creativity would skyrocket. I think my entertainment factor as a person would skyrocket. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm a pretty damn funny person. I'm a pretty damn entertaining person. But it's quite hard to sort of come across sometimes as such, because obviously you're constantly fighting your mind and the brain fog and all that stuff like that. So I think my goal for this year is to get off them. The withdrawal is going to be a bitch, because obviously I've been on them since about 2015, so my body is very dependent on them. So the withdrawal is something that I'm very, very scared about, and it's something that's stopping me from getting off them a long time ago. So I'm really hoping I can figure out a way to minimize that. I'm contemplating taking CBD for my anxiety. I've heard it's really, really good, and I think that could be a good supplement for the medication, which obviously gives that brain fog and just makes you feel like a zombie all the time. So I think the CBD could be a great thing to try, so I'm going to try that, and hopefully that will sort of alleviate the anxiety and sort of make getting off the tablets a little bit easier. But yeah, I've got my first job since 2016, which is awesome. I've now got another job instead of that, which is even better. It's remote based, which means that I'm working from home, which is obviously great for my anxiety, but it also gives me that availability to be home, making content a lot more, because the hours are very flexible. I can be here, I can be working on music, I can be working on content and stuff like that. So yeah, it's working out very good. I'm doing some freelance work as well for some other YouTube channels, getting paid for that. I'm looking to do some other freelance work as well. So yeah, I'm kind of building things up. Pretty much 2020 is not going to be about getting pushed to the moon and really sort of going for it. It's more about growing, building the foundations again for the future of me as a creator. That is pretty much the plan for 2020. And then obviously another big thing as well, you may have noticed, but, well, big was the operative word, I've got pretty damn fat recently. Now, as you guys know, when I started this channel, I'm going to put a picture up, hopefully, maybe a screen grab from an early video. I was pretty damn skinny, all things considered. I wasn't skinny, but I was probably about 80-90 pounds lighter than I am now. I think I'm currently about 293, which is actually 9 pounds heavier than I've ever been. My heaviest previously was like 284 when I was about 15 or something like that. But even as a 15, I did not look this fat. I think it's because obviously the weight distributes differently when you're younger, and that I think now it's all just like, oh, here. And I just look like a fat fuck. I'm not going to deny. I'm not going to sort of beat around the bush. I look like a fat fuck, and I'm not happy with it. I think since June, I've gained about 40 pounds since June, 30-40 pounds. I think in August 2018, I think I was like 210, and now I'm like 293. That's a pretty damn big weight gain. And yeah, I pretty much look like the guy from Ball and the Soup. No, not that guy. The other guy. Actually, probably the first guy. So yeah, that is my goal as well, obviously, to shed some weight. I think that will help a lot with my anxiety, sort of my laziness, my lethargic sort of feeling. I think it will generally overall have a lot of benefits as well. If I get off of medication as well, maybe go on CBD. And I think this year is definitely going to be about personal growth. That is the plan. Sort of lay the foundations for the future. Because I'm pushing 30 this year. I'm going to be 30 this year, so I really need to sort of get things going. So yeah, that's pretty much my 2019 in a nutshell. Hopefully 2020 will be even better. I've got some stuff planned for the channel. I've been writing a lot with Back to Square One. We've got like 8 or 9 songs you guys have never heard before. We're going to finish up recording. Then we've got a new EP coming out. Then we've got an album coming out. We've got a lot of stuff planned. I'm going to go back to doing reviews, video game covers, song covers, tutorials, all that stuff. Obviously, I'm going to put my music production degree into practice. Going to do some music production content for you guys. And yeah, I've got some stuff planned. Hopefully it turns out to be good, and hopefully you guys are excited for it. If you are, make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and notifications on. Anyone that's watching that's been a previous subscriber, thank you guys for coming back. I know I've let you guys down, and I promise I won't do that again. My name is Doodles. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.